Well, it is Friday, and we are sending you off into the weekend with Fine Arts Friday, and it's time for a journey to the past as Anastasia is coming to the upstate. Greenville Theatre is bringing the Broadway musical to life just in time for Once Upon a December. And joining me now are Adele and Asha. Thank you guys so much for stopping in.
Thank you for having us.
I am so excited to talk about this show. I was just telling you guys that I love it, but for those who are maybe not as familiar with the Broadway musical Anastasia, can you tell us what it's about? What can we expect?
Yeah.
Sure. So Anastasia the musical is about a young orphan Anya who goes on a journey to find her family, and on the way she meets two con men who kind of help her along the journey because they believe that she is the young Anastasia Romanov, Duchess, who has been missing since the Russian Revolution.
I feel like for once in their life, these con men, they might not actually be a part of a con. That's we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see there. But Adele, you play Anastasia. So what really kind of drew you to this role? What do you love about it?
Yeah, so this movie is one that the animated movie I grew up with. It was a childhood favorite of mine all growing up, and I always wondered why it wasn't a musical. And then came to Broadway. I actually had the ability to go and see the original cast on Broadway and meet Christy Altomare, who played the original Anastasia. And Anya is such a stubborn, headstrong, but motivated and kind person. And I just love her character and love what she brings to this musical and what she fights for. Yeah. And being a strong, independent woman, I think, is such a beautiful thing to see on stage.
Yeah, I always love when you can get the juxtaposition of strength and kindness and how those two things can go hand in hand.
And she perfectly does that.
And speaking of things in our hands, we've got a little prop here. You brought your tiara in.
I did.
Tell me more. First of all, can you try it on? This looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I will be in a wig for this show.
Ooh,
but
okay.
It's one of the most beautiful things in the
gosh,
world. I know.
I love that. What else can we expect as far as costumes go?
Oh my gosh. So Thomas Brooks is the designer for the costumes at Greenville Theatre, and truly I think this is his best work ever. The costumes are studded in jewels, and they're huge ball gowns, but also that juxtaposition of the Russian people, and you kind of see both, but the gowns are unreal. I can't wait for people to see them. And
beautiful.
if this is any testament, this isn't even the biggest crown in the show.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's really saying something. And Asha, you are the director, so can you maybe give us a behind the scenes look at all the work that's gone on to bringing this production to life on stage?
Yeah, sure. So first, I always just feel honored to be in the room with such incredible talent, like the dancing and singing and acting that all of the artists are putting in to put this show together is incredible. But also the perk of this is that I am on a creative team of all women. So our choreographer, Victoria, and our choreographer Katie, and our music director Victoria, I get to stand beside two very strong leaders and then to tell this story of a strong woman who is resilient and just keeps fighting to find her truth. I can always get behind it.
Yeah, we can all get behind that. I love that it's a female team. That's great news. That just put me in a good mood this Friday. Also putting me in a good mood is thinking ahead to the music of this show. I think that it's like underrated. This has some of the best songs of any musical. Do you guys have maybe a favorite moment, a favorite song that you're really excited for the audience to get to see?
My favorite moment so far is Once Upon a December. Watching the movie as a child and just imagining being in that moment where all of the women in the beautiful glittery gowns come down out of the picture frames. But now I get to like spin around and see all of these dancers coming out and swooping across the stage in these beautiful gowns. That right now is my favorite moment. As we continue, maybe there will be another.
Maybe there's more.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I would have to say probably the same moment. Just kind of how it all comes together and seeing everything kind of play out is beautiful.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have to like remind myself not to sing along, especially when Journey to the Past comes on. Especially because I guarantee you are a far better singer than I am. So I will work on just enjoying it, being in the moment. Because also Greenville Theatre, not only do you have amazing costumes and talent, the sets always blow my mind. Yeah. So truly, I can't wait to go and see this one. But thank you guys so much for stopping in. And if you are interested, which you should be, Anastasia is at the Greenville Theatre running from December 5th through the 22nd. Tickets go on sale November 18th. So for more information, you can head to our website. That's foxcarolina.com.